gentlemen, it's me, Jermaine, and I'm back with another episode of The Simple Truth. This is a Simple Truth news update, and as you can see, I'm back on the road again. I'm headed on down the way to my family in Tennessee, and as I'm driving, I wanted to share a couple of things with you as it relates to this Obamacare. Now, I know I'm not the first, and I probably will not be the last to share with you about this, but I want to give you the simple truth perspective about Obamacare. Now, I've been one that has been sharing time and time again the wicked things that are built in the depths of all this massive paperwork that is Obamacare, that is this national health care. And I've shared with you that deep within it, in a certain section and a certain subsection, that RFID chip requirements are in there. Now, I've also reported and said, and it has been reported, that what is going to happen is that initially they're going to bring it in really gingerly as far as the identification process of Obamacare, and they're going to allow you to have a card. But generally, what happens when people start to lose these so-called cards? They're health care cards. They'll go in, they'll need to be treated, and when they need to be treated, oh, I can't find my card, I don't know where I put it, I misplaced it. And then what they'll start to suggest is, hey, let's make it easier. We're going to just inject you and put a little small chip. You won't even know it's there. What? And it'll make it so much easier that when we need to get your information, you don't even have to have your card. All we'll have to do is just hit a little scan and we'll have all the information we need. You see what's happening with that, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see how deadly that could be? Well, most people will not see how deadly that can be because they'll look at the ease and the convenience of it and think that the ease and the convenience is more important than anything else. But that's where it starts. They make it easy to accept things that are not in the best interest for you or for me. But you'll have a lot of people that will accept it. Now, my other point with Obamacare is the cost. How can something be considered free, but yet everyone is paying exorbitant prices for this so-called free service? They are making a strong-arm, threatening approach that if you do not take this, that there are going to be penalties. There are going to be additional taxes. There's going to be additional financial requirements. And here's the thing, and I found this out from one of the saints out on Facebook, had read a portion of the Obamacare. I think I will include what was posted. I won't put the name up there, but I'll put what was included. But it went a little something like this when it comes to how that person was going to be deemed if they are to take the Obamacare. It would be something like $550 more in taxes per year. But, however, if they didn't take Obamacare, they would be penalized, and parts of the penalization, is that a word? Or being penalized would be, there would be, first of all, there would be if it went to a certain time of not paying the penalty, you would be, your driver's license would be suspended. Now look what happens with that. If your driver's license is suspended, you can't work. And if you can't work, they're really going to be on you because you can't pay taxes. And if you can't pay taxes, whoa, how are we going to fund this thing? Now, if the person is a homeowner, the person, if not paying what is meant to be paid by this Obamacare, the homeowner liens would be placed against their home. Ladies and gentlemen, the simple truth of the whole matter is that what we are facing with this Obamacare, this national health care, is a scare tactic. It is a bully tactic, and it is a bullying platform to push people into what the powers that be or our government wants us to do. Now, I know there's many people out there that say, well, we are on this campaign and we are talking to our congressmen and our senators about not funding Obamacare. Be careful. Be careful, because this is me, the simple truth, Jermaine West, I truly believe that this is just nothing but a smokescreen for them to be able to have a reason to be able, listen to me, to be able to do what they're going to do anyway, but have a scapegoated type situation where they can say, well, we did everything in our power not to fund it, but it went through. That is something that needs to be considered. It needs to be investigated, and it needs to have an eye kept on it. We need to have a watchful eye about that. But ultimately, this Obamacare is more of a hurt than it is a help. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of The Simple Truth. And I want you to remember what I always tell you. It's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you, and especially you on another episode real soon.